going through this library, and you encountered some hags, some zombified librarians, and some spiritual librarians that possessed some people repeatedly and use it to communicate some interesting topics. However, while fighting one of the hags, an errant shot exploded a book, and those librarians were not so friendly.
Wait, the zombie ones? The spectral ones?
Zombie ones.
Oh yeah, no, they were pissed.
And you guys ended up retreating towards the entryway, which is where we currently find you.
I believe we told one of the ghost librarians that we destroyed one of the books. I think what we said last time was that we were going to be finished having a look around here, and then we'd go off and find a new book to replace it.
Are we forgetting the part where we discovered, one half of the method of time travel?
Oh yeah, and we also discovered some time travel nerd shit in there. But who cares?
I don't know, man. If we found one half, maybe the other half is here.
Man, I don't know how to explain this to you, but the past literally already happened. There's no point in going there. We've already seen it.
No, far in the past, Goulash, before the past was known to be the past. We're going to go back to the old present.
That doesn't make any sense. The past is the past.
Okay, how about this? We're going to sidestep to a different present.
You can't go back and change the past, because if you go back, the past becomes the present.
What, you mean like this? And he says...
And your present becomes your past.
Look, see there. There's that passageway up by those set of stairs. We need to head over there and check all this out.
Alright.
So what are you guys doing?
So, I'd like to head up to that room that has a little dark triangle in it. From editing.
Via which method? Which route?
Via going down past the history wing, over through the infernal wing, and then up the stairs towards the, Book of the Aspect of Air.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you walk south past the doorway to the collections room, through the room with the magic portraits that possess people, through the infernal wing, and heading north. Heading up that short flight of stairs, you see the hallway kind of terminates in that room. From the hallway, you can see that there are mahogany bookcases that reach 20 feet high, ladders leaning against them, and you can see and hear the shuffling of some of the zombified librarians in there.
Well, we just had to slip past them, guys. Or we could try going around.
Could try going around.
Go around, you said?
Sure.
Okay. I guess Arcturus will head back down towards the entryway, head north, go down the stairs into that basement room, then go through the next set of doors into that hallway with 5 doors.
Yeah, So you head into there. You see the little shelf where your faction text is resting. Some some chairs kind of leaning up against the other part of that room. Down the hallway, you can see down the hallway to the east. You can see the 4 closed doors, ending in that room with the smaller stacks where you accidentally blew up a book. To the south is another closed wooden door.
Oh, so apparently Sleuth is at a wedding reception after party.
Oh.
I guess let's head through the first door on our right.
First door on your right down the eastern hallway, or the door to the south from that room?
Door to the south. Sorry, I should have clarified that better.
Okay. So you open up this door, revealing a 10 by 15 office. A ghostly figure kind of floating there, seeming to be looking over an open book on the desk. The book seems to have faded. It looks more like it was a journal or a ledger or something.
What time of day is it?
Early afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Don't mind us. We'll just be passing through.
Yeah, she turns her head and kind of looks at you when you speak. And she says that, well, you are welcome to peruse these books in our library, though take care not to damage them. Some of them are quite old.
Yes, we will endeavor to not damage them.
Well, you know where to find me should you run into difficulties.
Insight check.
Sure, make an insight check.
She seem on the level?
In the sense that she's a floating ghost, yeah.
Cool. I mean, honestly, she's already more trustworthy than some of the other people we've met here. Like that hag, or the lady that was having lunch, or the lady with her really, really, really shitty cover story. Alrighty, guys. Let's proceed. Oh, just a dead end room?
Yeah.
I'll poke around the room. What kind of collection is this room?
Make an investigation check. It seems to be a set of indices arranged by room, as if to indicate what books are held in the library.
Ah! I will do a little perusing of that. What does the index tell us?
Well, it gives you, first off, it gives you the names of the various repositories of books here. One is known as the Union Collection. Another, the Infernal Wing. There are the lower stacks, the Upper Stacks, and the Ether Treatises. And the various volumes of them it's basically like think of like a book version of a card catalog, giving you kind of names, authors, locations where the book is stored, that type of thing. You would not recognize more or less most of the titles. A lot of them seem to be academic works.
Are there any titles here I do recognize?
Some of the books seem like you can infer from the names that some of the books, deal with, the history of the Union of the 28. One seems to a lot of the books in the Ether treatises seem to be about various creatures found in the ether, and speculates that there could be entire civilizations inside of it, despite not existing in any actual physical plane.
I'm gonna take note of that text.
Okay.
Where is it located?
In a collection known as the Ether Treatises.
Have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, it's also interesting that the Upper Stacks contains more generic, scholarly works on the world, except for specific topics like the Union, the Ether, etc.
Upper Stacks would have stuff like the I don't know, stuff about water tables, crop cycles, and the mating habits of bears.
Right, but also general scholarly text on how magic works. Enough that if you were to start perusing that would be like a good introduction for teaching someone basic wizardry.
And is that stuff consistent? Actually, wait. Would I know if the history of that's consistent? Or if the teaching methods or methodologies have changed?
Make a history check.
Do the smart guy things.
Knowledge is power. Guard it well.
So, currently, wizardry is outside of the largest cities in the world, tends to be taught as an apprenticeship model. An old wizard, takes on an apprentice and teaches him how to do magic and shit. There are academies in a couple of the largest cities, run by the state, mostly for state purposes. So, for instance, if you want wizards in your army, you better have a way to train them, type thing. Your character, I don't believe, was a part of one of those academies, so you wouldn't know their exact teaching methods. But you would understand that, generally speaking, the apprenticeship model doesn't rely so much on textbooks, whereas an academy model very well might, and this seems to be more geared towards an academy model. Just from the titles. They sound like textbooks, not, Magic 101 and stuff. Not the type of thing you would... they're not spell books. They're more like theory books.
Right. All right.
Yeah. The book's titles in the lower stacks look to be more fiction. Stories, novels, travel logs, that type of thing.
Alrighty. Well then, gentlemen, let's keep going. Actually, what does the book that the Spectre looks like she's reading?
It looks like it is a faded ledger of some kind. You can't really make out any text on it, but there are lines where figures would be totaled up and things.
Arcturus will ask her what she's reading.
And she replies, I am maintaining the ledgers for donations to the library.
Oh, very nice. What were some of the more recent ones?
She looks down at the ledger, looks up at you. I can't seem to recall. Why is that?
Underdark?
Yes.
I'm guessing this might be an Arcana check, but how bad would it be for this ghost if I pointed out she was a ghost?
50-50.
Where does that fall within the typically perceived morals of this world?
Generally speaking, ghosts are just undead. You just kind of dismiss that. You just get rid of them. They're not the person. They don't have a soul.
Wait, then what are they?
Echoes in the ether.
Ooh, I should go read those ether treaties then before I do anything. I'll just I wish her a nice day, and I'll head over to the next door on the left.
Okay. Do you close the door behind you?
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll ask her if she'd like me to close the door behind me.
She seems to be muttering to herself and does not pay any attention to you when you ask her.
I'll leave the door open.
Okay.
And I'll, I guess, check out that first room on the left.
All right, you go to the first room on the left. Opening it up reveals a 5x5 stone cubicle. More a closet, really, except it has a desk and a chair in it. On the desk, you can see the rotten remains of a piece of parchment, long since passed into illegibility. But on the desk seems to be a rather nicely preserved leather-bound tome. No markings on the cover.
I'll look into this book.
Okay. So you start kind of flipping through the book, and you can tell that the book contains mnemonics and other tips for performing mental tasks. And you get a sense that the words on the pages are charged with magic of some kind.
Aha. A big thinky brain book. Okay. I'll put that into my inventory.
Okay. What's everyone's passive perception?
19.
A whopping 12.
Okay. Mister, what's your passive perception in beta? Ah, okay. Yeah, so you all kind of hear this voice. It's the voice of that ghost, behind you. It looks like it entered that 10 by 10 room. What have you done to this place? What have you done? And it looks like it's getting hostile. You guys should roll initiative. Alright, Beta, so what do you do? Mister, are you here?
Yes, I am here. What is going on?
It's your turn. What do you do? See
I'm
this
sorry, I was
rather
speaking to my
hostile
wife.
ghost.
I missed it. A hostile ghost?
Something, yeah.
Let's see. Then I'm going to. Does it appear hostile? Is it like charging us?
It appears angry with you and looks to be moving towards you with a hostile look on its face.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough to claim self-defense. So I blast.
All right, roll to hit. Two hits.
I mean, what?
That is most unfortunate.
It is most unfortunate.
Yeah, but your blasts do seem to disrupt it somewhat.
Yay! I'm done. I think. How far is it from me? No, I'm not done. I cast Sanctuary.
Okay, you cast Sanctuary on yourself, and for your reference, you are 5 feet from it.
Oh crap! 5 feet? Like
Yeah, you were in the back of the party. This guy walked into the room behind you guys. Well, floated, not walked.
damn. Okay. Wish I would ask that. I'd have done something different.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Goulash.
All right, how far away is it?
Let's see. You were second, so that would be 10 feet from you.
Okay. Can I get into melee?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a 10 by 10 room.
Okay, then I rage and then I get into melee, and then I'm sorry. What exactly does this thing look like again?
Looks like that.
Looks like that. Thank you. Yeah, I rip and tear the ghost.
Okay. Roll to hit. All right, 2 hits.
$22 magical slashing.
All right, yeah, you slash your magic gauntlets through it to no apparent effect.
Really?
Indeed.
Alright.
Anything else?
No, that's it. These aren't gauntlets. These are just my hands.
Oh, sorry.
That's
I
all right.
thought you had like brass knuckles or something.
No.
Okay.
I'm assuming it doesn't matter. Just making sure it's not because it's like a weapon or something.
No, it's not. It's more to the type than
Ah,
that.
more magic damage immunity.
More just flat immunity to slashing.
Oh, just all slashing. Interesting. Or just all physical damage in general.
Well, you know slashing didn't work.
Oh, well, actually, then I'm not done.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me read this very carefully. Yeah, okay. I need a wisdom save.
Okay.
That passes. Nothing happens. Now I'm done.
All right. Arcturus.
If ghosts are ethereal, like echoes,
Mm-hmm.
are they native to this plane? Or are they native to the ethereal?
I would say they are native to the material plane. Their existence is caused by the echoes people leave behind. If that makes any sense to you.
Mm-hmm. It determines whether or not I try to banish her. Alright. Pew 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 firebolt.
Okay. Roll to hit. That unfortunately misses.
Because at the last moment I realized I'm using fire in a library.
Again.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Her turn. So her body seems to shift. Tentacles come out of places tentacles shouldn't be. Her head kind of splits open. All and around, like horrifying nightmare body horror fuel. And I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Crap. It has to be wisdom. Beta's one weakness. Beta is negative.
Okay. That's an interesting result. So everyone is frightened, and Beta gets so scared she ages 20 years instantly.
So
Okay.
if she's a robot, does that mean she's composed out of like Commodore 64 parts now?
Well, you see like the metal bits of her take on like this patina look. You know, the wood gets a little more aged. You know, things like that. But then she is going to try to reach out and touch Beta.
No touchy.
Does a 13 pass your wisdom save for Sanctuary?
Negative. It does not.
Well, then I guess it's going to have to try and touch Goulash instead, because you're both in melee.
Good. Don't touch me.
Goulash, were you reckless in your attack? I can't recall if you have.
No, I was not.
Okay. Does a 17 hit you?
It doesn't.
Okay. Okay. Then in that case, Beta, it is your turn.
Beta is... This is an interesting choice. Beta is going to do something quite foolish. Beta is going to Booming Blade the Ghost.
Okay. Well, roll to hit.
That does not hit.
Indeed.
Beta is going to Action Surge and try to Booming Blade the Ghost.
Okay. That does it.
That will hit. Beta is going to hit the Ghost. For 16 points of slashing thunder damage.
Well, what is what?
8, 9, 10, 11 of it is slashing, and 5 of it is thunder.
Okay. So, yeah, you hit him. Your weapon, the slashing, doesn't appear to have any effect on her whatsoever. The thunder damage, however, does appear to have some effect, though not as much as you would expect.
Beta is going to smile and wave and bonus action Misty Step to the other side of the party. Or at least a few feet back, from this
So you're
ghosty
stepping
thing.
behind Arcturus.
Yeah, I want to be at least 10 feet behind, but
That
between
would
me and
put
the
you
ghost.
15 feet away.
Okay, that'll work. I can still blast from a distance. That works.
Cowards behind the wizard.
Hey, Beta's got a strategy, damn it. And I am in my turn.
All right, Goulash.
All right. Since my hands can apparently do nothing to it, I would like to pull out a torch in my tinderbox and light my torch
Okay.
with my action. And then using some other resource that isn't in action, I would like to bite myself for 1 damage.
Okay, sure.
All right. That's it. I now have a lit torch.
All right, Arcturus.
All right. How injured does she look?
Barely injured.
Well, I guess I'll cast Chromatic Orb. We'll go with Thunder again.
Okay, roll to hit. Disadvantage from the frightened. Forgot about that for Beta.
Say again? I forgot what?
You should have been at disadvantage because you're frightened.
Oh.
Yeah,
your orb of sound goes whizzing past her into her office. There's a racket, and you can see some parchments kind of fluttering about in there.
Man, you suck.
Fuck off, Beta.
You're a horrible wizard.
Anything else, Arcturus?
I'm gonna consider using animate objects on Beta, and that's about it.
Okay. Let's see. Her turn. Well, she's going to continue just pounding on those body horror buttons, and everyone needs to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
Crap. anybody got a paladin handy? I could use an arm.
All right. Well, none of you get worse. She is then going to reach out and touch Goulash, kind of appearing to try to meld with him. Goulash, I need a charisma saving throw.
Ooh. This is different from the other type of bad touch she tried to give me before.
Right, the other was an attack. This is possession.
Oh boy, how possessed am I?
You're super possessed. Yeah, so you guys see the ghost kind of disappear into Goulash. And he advances menacingly on Arcturus.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm being menaced.
Indeed.
Wait, am I no longer frightened because I can't see her?
You are you no longer have the thing you're frightened of, insight. That is correct. The body horror has disappeared into Goulash. Beta, it is your turn.
I believe. Where is the? Oh, that's right. Goulash is now the new ghosty ghost. Is there any way to save Goulash from a possession?
You could make an Arcana or Religion check.
You could also make an athletics check.
I will make a
Or an attack roll.
religion check to see.
Yeah, you think that generally speaking, possessions can be exercised with the use of a spell like Dispel Evil and Good or something.
That is right. I forgot about that spell. Okay. Beta is going to move up to Goulash and cast protection from good and evil on him.
Now, you do know that's not the spell I said, right?
You
Is
said
Dispel Good and Evil a spell in this edition?
Dispel Evil and Good is a spell. It's on page
yeah, but I don't know
233.
that one.
Okay,
But this
so
says it if it
I had no idea this existed. It's a 5th level spell.
it means it has advantage on its next throw against the possession. It has advantage on its next saving throw against this possession.
yes,
If he's already possessed, charmed, or frightened.
yes, that is correct.
So technically, I could do this, and when his turn comes up, he can have positive play of saving him, right?
That is correct. I was just making sure that you didn't mishear me. That's all.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have. I'm not high enough level to just banish the thing from him right away. I don't have a spell that'll do that. Lesser Restoration won't do that. So,
all right. Is there anything else you do on your turn?
Yeah, I'm just going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on him, and that's it.
Okay. Goulash, it is your turn. You are currently possessed and therefore incapacitated. At the end of your turn, you may make another charisma save to try and get out of it.
That's it. I don't try to attack anybody.
Say again, Goulash.
That's it. I don't try to attack anybody.
The person possessing you would go on their initiative.
Oh. All right. Well, if I'm just incapacitated, then I guess I make my save again. Do I have advantage?
Yes,
would have advantage.
You do.
Is it Wisdom save?
Charisma.
Oh well.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are still possessed.
Cool.
All right, Arcturus.
All right. I'm gonna hold up my spell focus and go, begone, begone, goulash, and I'll cast banishment on him.
Okay.
Now we'll find out, how that works with a possessed guy.
All right, Goulash disappears from sight.
Now here's my question. For the next minute, does he keep making those saves at advantage?
As long as Beta would maintain concentration, yes.
Beta, keep focusing.
Really, and that can work across cross planes.
He couldn't target you across planes, but the spell's already on you. There's no for a continued connection. Concentration is just to not have the thing fall apart while it's on you.
Yeah. Well, should I make 10 wisdom saves at advantage?
Yes, you should. Or sorry, charisma saves, not wisdom. Charisma.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're both a -2.
Oh, okay.
Now, my real question here is the ghost also incapacitated by this?
The ghost technically is.
Well, it looks like I either pass immediately or I don't pass at all.
Yeah.
Do I not pass at all?
You pass on that first one. The 16 is in fact the sufficient.
Oh, good.
But the party has no way of knowing that.
Uh-huh. And the really crazy question is, what happens to a ghost ejected in a banishment realm?
Well, that's interesting. You know how the banishment involves the incapacitated condition?
Uh-huh.
Are you interested to know about how they're now in the same place, but only one of them is incapacitated because of immunities?
Well, he didn't banish the ghost. He banished me.
Yeah, but the ghost was in you, so it got shoved along with it.
Mm-hmm. But it's
So you're in the demi-plane.
banishment.
Well, banishment works by sending you to a demi-plane. And so yeah, the ghost would pop out next to you. It would then attempt to repossess you. Actually, hold on. It would have to try to recharge that first.
Well, it can't repossess me. I've made all my payments on time.
So what's funny is that it would go back in there, it'd repossess you for a little bit, you would eventually roll that 15 and kick them back out again.
Nice.
Now, the real question here is, do we get Goulash back, or does this thing stay ejected?
Alright, well, it looks like it recharges again.
I don't think so. Come on! Come on!
Alright. And then with a pop, Goulash appears in front of you.
Am I still possessed?
Nope.
Is there a ghost here?
You don't see one.
Beta, you're a terrible nun.
So, now that I've
What?
experienced it
Why?
firsthand, what does being banished feel like?
You ever had your skin
Well,
pulled away?
remember that scene in The Matrix where they just end up in that white void?
Oh, it's like there, but without all of the cool weapons.
Yeah.
Turns out it's like a shared demi-plane, so occasionally you see another couple of people there.
Well, you've seen Full Metal Alchemist, right?
Yeah. Oh, out of the corner of your eye, you see Mister's character who was like permanently banished by the Rakshasa guy.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Colonel Adrian Shepard is in there. Or Corporal Adrian Shepard.
Yeah, well, you guys are out of initiative.
Oh, well, that was weird.
Well, only one creature was tagged with banishment. It was unfortunate that his ride left without him.
I said, did one of you lose the body of a small child?
Guys, I just realized something. Actually, wait, hold. Under. I guess this would be an arcane check, I'm guessing. Does banishment send people to a particular demiplane or to a random demiplane that is created and collapses upon its use?
The latter.
So we just sent a ghost to a demiplane and then collapsed the demiplane on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is great. All right. How you feeling, Goulash? You feeling good?
Yeah, no, that's an interesting exploitable thing. Like if you had a way to possess people, and then you could have your buddy banish you, and like fail it on purpose and bring them along with, then you could just leave them there and have them get erased out of existence.
I mean, what happens when a demiplane undergoes heat death?
I'm sure there's like
Well,
a,
not going into heat death. It's not like entropy overtakes it. It simply goes and ceases to exist, along with everything inside of it.
yeah, it gets garbage collected.
I am really glad that was a ethereal echo and not an actual soul.
Hmm.
All right, shall we keep going?
Sure. I put out my torch and put it away before I set anything on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to the door across the hall.
Okay. You go to the door across the hall. Do you open it?
I do engage in the custom of man and door.
Okay. You open the door, revealing another 5x5 cubicle. This one, with its chair and its desk, appears to be empty. Nothing on the desk.
I'll search the room anyways.
Okay, make an investigation check. Other than some, gum stuck to the bottom of the desk, there's nothing of interest.
Wait, do we know what gum is?
Yeah. It was made from the bark of a tree, and it was rather nasty.
Oh.
Huh.
If I recall, the ancient Egyptians were actually the first to use it.
No, I didn't know chewing gum was that old.
It's not like the modern stuff.
No, it's like chewing tobacco, but without the. Does chewing gum tree bark even do anything, or is it just like?
It was believed to be a medicinal thing. Except that the tree that the Egyptians were using was just chewy. It didn't really have any medicinal things. There were some tribes in South America who chewed on the bark of a particular tree because that bark contained, essentially it contained aspirin. It's like acetaminophen acid or something like that. Anyway, it basically contains aspirin. And so chewing on it actually gave minor pain relief.
Neat.
Huh. The more you know.
Alright, so we're in this room, we find some gum.
Mm-hmm.
How old is it?
Well, it's rock hard. Do you taste it?
Don't eat that.
God, no.
You know, if the barbarian is telling you not to eat something, you better listen.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not pulling an Outer Worlds thing here. One of the DLC, you can taste all the clues that you find.
I didn't know they made DLC for that game. I totally stopped following that after it came out. I heard it was good, but I never checked it out.
It's a good game. Murder on Ariados is absolutely fantastic.
Alright. Well, anyway, we find some gum. And
I do not taste it.
You do not eat the gum.
Alright, but I'll go on to the next room.
Okay, so you go across the hall to the next room. This one also appears to be a 5x5 cubicle, desk and chair, also empty.
Is there another door at the end? I guess we proceed further.
Okay, you go to the fourth door. On the side of your eye, you can see the zombified librarians kind of going through the lower stacks, occasionally pulling a book off a shelf before putting it back on. And you open this door. This one has its same 5x5 cubicle, same desk, same chair. However, this one, like the first, has a leather-bound tome on it and a rotten piece of parchment next to it.
Is there a piece of gum under the desk?
Do you check?
Yes.
There is. It's actually a bit larger than that other one.
Can I see back through all of the doors that we've come through? Like, these are all in a straight line, right?
More or less.
Well, can I see all the way back the way we came? Am I closer to where we came through than I would expect?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. Here's like the hallway you guys are in currently.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. I didn't realize these were going off of the main hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pete, nice soundtrack.
Oh, is that coming through?
Yes.
Yeah.
How the hell is that coming through? I'm using headphones.
Well, your mic is real shitty and it's coming through.
Alright.
It's one of those
This is
shitty picks
actually
up everything mics.
This is the first time it's ever happened to you, to my knowledge.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, no, that's not possible. I'm using fucking... Hold on.
We don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, because I turned it off.
Okay.
Alright. Well, you keep figuring out what's going on here. I'm going to see what's going on with this.
Alright. Alright, we do officially know, though, now that Goulash has good choice in music. Alright. Anything immediately of note in this room?
Just the book on the desk.
Alright, you've either cursed it, put explosive runes in it, or it's not actually a trap. I open it.
You open it. The book grows legs. No. Yeah.
I was about to say, that's a first.
Alright,
book.
do I sound different at all?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, now let me test this. Okay, do you hear Gnarl Sparkly Crazy playing through the mic? Okay, good.
Though it does sound like you lost your entire base.
Yeah, that's... I'm using my my headphone mic again. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Somehow my laptop microphone array is able to pick up audio coming out of my headphones. I don't know how that works, but whatever.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I had that problem with a headset I picked up a while back before I got the current one, where anything happening in the house was somehow getting picked up. My
Somehow.
brother would be on the floor above me doing his like regular stuff, not too loud. Somehow it was constantly queued up because of that.
All right, we'll keep going.
So you open this book, and the book seems to contain exercises and techniques for performing, for basically general athleticism.
Ooh, finally, a book for me.
Arcturus passes it over to Goulash.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and you can tell that there is a subtle magic woven into the words on the page.
Ooh. Do I know what it does, or would I have to read through it for an hour?
You would need to, read through it for an hour to really figure out what's going on here.
All right, I'll have to check this one out before we leave.
We can always hang out here a couple of days if needed.
We've kind of already been doing that, but it'll make for some good light reading.
Mm-hmm. All right, next room.
Okay, so you walk into the lower stacks. Plain shelves kind of line the area, a staircase kind of curving up the southern wall towards a closed wooden door. The 4 librarians kind of shelving books. Then you step into the room, and they all stop. They turn and look at you. They turn and look at the still smoldering wreckage of that book you blew up, and they start lunging towards you. Roll initiative.
What book?
In this room, this is the room where you made a firebolt that shot a book. It's still, smoldering on that corner of the shelf there. The zombies remember.
Shit.
The zombies are like Pepperidge Farm. They remember.
The Pepperidge Farm Necromancer.
Which farm remembers?
Well, if I ever want to play some audio through here, I'll have to switch back to my laptop mic and play it through the headphones.
Yeah, I mean, it was coming through pretty clear, too.
Yeah.
That's very strange. And you say all the bass drops out of my voice when I go to the mic? Or
When you're
the
on your current
headphone
mic. On your current mic, yeah.
Yeah, on my current mic, all the bass is gone.
Yes.
Yes. All your base now belong to us.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably for the best. I don't think you guys would be able to handle all of the bass that comes out of my voice.
Nope, that's why we got Ziggs. All right. Beta, what do you do?
Peace, friends, hold! I'm gonna try to persuade these zombies to understand it was an accident. The librarians. Can I tell the librarians it was an accident and we will replace the book? See if they'll stop attacking.
Okay, you can certainly try. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And 15.
The zombies kind of look at you, and they hold out an arm, moving their hand in a gimme motion.
I glance at the wizard. Repay them a book.
I pass them my
Good.
book of lore from my inventory.
Okay.
Like straight up, it's just called Book of Lore.
Your faction text?
No, I already gave that up. I have one other book, and it's called Book of Lore.
Okay. Yep, so they take your book of lore, and you see the zombie kind of waddle over to where there's still smoldering remains of that other book you shot. And it just sort of carelessly kind of just grabs it and just kind of pulls it off the shelf, just kind of letting all the ash fall to the ground. And it then places the book on the shelf. Kind of gives a quick wipe down. And you see the zombies return to their previous tasks.
See, not everything needs to be required with combat. I am a great nun.
One of the zombies comes over with like a dustpan and a broom, and you see it start sweeping up the ash.
Well, I'm all out of books I can bribe with, so
Well, at least we won't get in combat anymore.
Oh, well, we've already fulfilled our quest then. We don't have to go off and get another book.
yay!
Right, so why don't
Side quest completed. Bonus XP. Underdark.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a bit cheesy. So I have to ask about it. Can I use Fabricate to make books of other books, like printing press style?
So you could make a book, but it would not have the contents of that other book. It would be blank.
All right.
It's one of those things where it's impossible for you to be able to hold the entire contents of a book in concentration, like as you're using this spell.
Yeah, it doesn't just create a copy of the object. You have to be conscious of everything you're creating.
You're basically taking a mass of materials and shaping it to your will. So you could put ink on the page, yes, but you have to individually mentally image every page.
So if it was something less information dense, I might be able to pull that off, but like a book like this would not be possible.
Correct.
But like if I wanted to do like a children's story, I could do that because it's fairly low info.
Think more like you could probably do a pamphlet easily.
Pamphlet, okay.
Yeah, like a pamphlet, a single sheet of parchment with something written on it, that you're looking at while you cast the spell. The problem is you can't easily look at the entire contents of a book all at once while you're casting the spell to hold that in your mind.
I gotta wonder what that would look like.
So you're saying that if I have the keen mind feat, I could do that perfectly?
Oh, that's a good question. Is keen mind actually like an eidetic?
You can accurately
30
recall.
days eidetic.
You can accurately recall anything you have seen or heard within the past month. Now, accurately and anything is a bit vague, but
so I would say that it might not be a one-to-one copy, but in terms of copying the text, as long as you had read it within the past month, like cover to cover, you'd be able to reproduce the text with Fabricate.
Cool.
It might be slightly different, like the typeface might be different, the spacing might be different, but the text itself would be there.
Right. You fucked with all the formatting.
Yeah, all the kerning is just completely fucked. Like when you do a bad copy into Microsoft Word.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I should know what the kerning is as long as it's all in the same format. Like, if every part of it is different, then that's a different thing. But like, if it's just a book,
I know, I'm just messing.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean though.
The 80-page book becomes a 90-page book.
Yeah, there might be like one grammatical difference every 20 pages or something. Like an inconsequential grammatical difference.
And then, after this method being used to preserve a text for multiple generations, its meaning is skewed, the real facts lost, and a religion risen up in its name.
Yeah, no, every copy undergoes JPEG lossy compression.
God, we get really meta with this shit. Right. All right. Good to know. All right. You said this is the lower text, right?
The lower stacks, he said.
Lower
Yeah.
stacks.
So are we at the bottom of that set of stairs?
Yeah,
The,
you're at the
curved
bottom of
one?
those set of stairs. You're in that 20 by 20 room.
Cool. Well, we haven't gone to the south. You want to go up those stairs and through the door?
Indeed, let's do that. Goulash, would you like to take point?
Sure. There isn't a door going that way on the first floor, right? It's only on the second?
Correct.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
blank wall.
Yep. I go up those stairs and I open the door.
Okay. So you go up there and you open the door, revealing a corridor. Goes about 10 feet to the south to another closed wooden door with a T intersection going west halfway down.
Yep. Well, I know where that door goes because we've been there before. So I go to the south.
Okay.
Unless that also connects to somewhere we've been before, in which case I think we're done here. No, we have not been there yet. I go to the south.
Okay. You are at the southern door.
I open it.
All right. You open it, revealing a 20 by 10 room with shelves all along the walls, kind of with this haphazard array of scrolls and books filling the room. There's no apparent organization here.
You said a haphazard array of scrolls and books?
Yes, shoved onto these shelves.
Huh. What spell is that? Or what level spell is that? Array of scrolls and books. Alright, well, I got one person. Okay, smart guy, you want to take a look at these?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Okay, so you're just grabbing a book at random?
I mean, sure.
Moron.
Okay. So you grab a book at random off the shelf. Dark brown leather cover, no title apparent.
All right. Anybody want to take odds?
Aiden.
I meant more like, I'll bet 10 copper pieces this book is a non-magical, harmless text. I'm going to guess research diary. Beta, what do you think? Goulash? Anyone want to take me up on this bet?
No, that's too likely. I'm not taking those odds.
All right. Arcturus opens the book.
All right, you kind of grab the book and kind of flip it open, but it doesn't open. It's acting as if the whole thing is glued together.
I'm going to sniff it. Do I smell Elmer's glue on these pages?
Make a perception check. You don't really smell anything of note. It's a book. It smells like a book.
I lick the page.
Okay, you
Like
lick.
just tip of the tongue.
All right. You lick the page.
Does it taste like Elmer's glue?
You do not taste Elmer's glue. In fact, it has somewhat of a metallic tang to it.
Ah, Gorilla Glue. I'd know that taste anywhere.
Would Arcturus know of anything involved in the, binding of books or the writing process that would give it this kind of metallic tang?
I mean, Iron Galling probably has a metallic tang to it.
Ah, I have an idea. I cast animate object on the book.
Okay.
I'd like to have the book open.
The book does not appear to be affected by your spell.
Interesting. I check another book on these shelves, holding onto this one.
Okay. You grab another book. This one also does not appear to open.
Alright, I grab a book and I attempt to pull it open.
Don't damage it.
Gently.
It also does not open when you pull on it gently.
Well, I'm not going to try to rip it open.
And that's when you guys hear a voice come from the door. A fourth voice, not one of you. Low and raspy. It sounds old. And you hear, well, I'm afraid those books don't open that way.
Oh, right, of course. And then I rotate the book 90 degrees and try to open it.
And suddenly the book opens.
Yeah, the book still doesn't open. It is apparently not just a left-handed book.
Oh no, I meant 90 degrees like on its face. I'm trying to open it perpendicular to the spine.
Yeah, that doesn't work either. But you do see a figure standing there in the door. His glowing purple eyes kind of, beadily looking at you through the wrappings.
Oh, good afternoon, sir. I take it you're another one of the librarians? A more corporeal one by the looks of it.
Oh, is he a librarian? I thought he was another one of the books.
Don't be an ass, Goulash.
I suppose you could say that. This is my library, after all.
Wait. Insight check.
Okay, make an insight check. Yeah, he's pretty inscrutable. It's a bunch of, looks to be like scrolls wrapped around him with some glowing eyes. There's really not much to go on there.
So how's it been here at the library these many thousands of years?
Quiet for the most part. Although it does seem to be that I do have to thank you. There were some disruptive elements that had taken root here that you seem to have dealt with all due prejudice.
I think he means the hags.
Yeah, they were mean.
Yeah, they tried to trick us. The one looked like a swordswoman, and she tried to trick us.
They weren't very smart hags, but also I got some bad news. One of your librarians turned into a ghost, and then I may have accidentally triggered an existential break.
Yes, I noticed. And while we will all miss the head librarian and her many years of service here, it was a very interesting planar interaction that you caused there. Something worth, I think, losing a librarian or two over.
One me who's the bad wizard.
So
I'm a
what
damn good
brings you
wizard.
here?
Mostly we were sailing by, saw a ruined tower, and thought, hey, let's go check it out. Encountered a Hydra, encountered some hags, met the very, very helpful staff of your library, and mostly been, milling about, exploring the library, picking out some books to read, etc.
Indeed. So that would make you adventurers then, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, if you ever find any books, especially those related to planar, uh, um, planar contents, I would certainly be willing to pay you in gold for it.
Under you there, you cut out.
Yes, I'm here. Where did I cut out?
Pay you in gold, and then and then you cut out.
All right.
Fuck you!
Pay you in gold for them.
Oh, we'll have to be on the lookout.
Indeed. Indeed. Though it has been some time since I've had news of the outside, tell me, is the Great Library still running amok over this world?
I gotta say, I have no idea what that great library is.
To my knowledge, the Great Library at least doesn't exist in the form you probably knew it. The area, the archipelago it once occupied, is called the Anathema of the Far Realms, if I recall correctly.
A curious name for it. What happened?
Absolutely no idea. We haven't been over there, and I think, at least for some of us, our homelands are in the Ravam Remnant and over in Arkazar. I'm gonna pull out.
I have never heard of those places.
Arcturus is gonna pull out the book he brought on all these various 28 city-states and point to Arkazar and the Ravam Remnant.
Interesting. Well, I suppose that means calamity has occurred. The flying cities are no more.
Oh yeah, there aren't any more of those around.
Yeah, they all crashed.
Also, you want to stay away from Arkazar. The place is a total shithole. It's run by these asshole vampire lich people.
Not anymore.
Well, it was the last time I went there. It's been on the mend lately.
We brought back some giants.
I don't know
They
what
got a
league you're
dragon.
talking about. You had nothing to do with that.
No, I'm pretty sure Arcturus was there for that, right? Which Septimus was I on when I was there for that?
You were not on Arcturus for that. Arcturus did not show up until we got to that village on the coast. You have
Man,
never
I don't fucking know which one happened at what time anymore.
Arcturus has never been to Arkazar, as far as I'm
Alright.
aware.
Okay, so that would have been... Fuck, what Septimus was that?
I think there were a couple. One of them died in there.
Yeah, there was like 2 that died there.
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember anymore, man.
Well, let's see. Arcturus is 6. So Fuck, I don't know.
Exactly.
Well,
But yeah,
if
giants
you happen
overran.
if you happen to find yourselves in this Anatheum of the Far Realms, and you happen upon the ruins of the Great Library, I'm sure you will find many things there that I would be willing to buy from you.
Out of curiosity, can you think of any reasons why it might be called the anathemum of the Far Realms? And why its sigil is a creepy grinning face with a tongue sticking out as it peers into your soul with a terrible haircut?
Also, if it's called an Athenaeum, does that mean Athena exists in this world?
No, that's not what that means.
No, it's
Well,
a translation.
yeah, goulash, of course Athena exists in this world. She was 2 Septimuses ago.
Oh yeah, it's named after one of your characters.
Yeah, just the whole timey wimey wimbly bimbly stuff about that. And you just kind of see the figure just shrug. No idea. Undoubtedly, it's full of all sorts of arcane horrors that will try and kill you.
Underdark, does that sound like a 10 for 10 match on exactly everything Arcturus has heard about the place?
Considering that the only thing you really heard about it was that only the monks that work there are allowed there, yeah. Yeah, it's like the creepy place that, people threaten to send their children off to if they don't behave.
And that place we were going to send the crown to at one point before we backed out.
Well, yeah, they're also like the headquarters of of some order that some of you might be a member of.
Does anybody currently here remember?
I think he meant you.
Wait, is the Society of the Riven? Is the Society of the Sacred Riven based out of there?
No. Different group.
Oh, well, I don't know who. Oh, maybe it's somebody who's not here.
The arcane nerds obsessed with finding out permanence. Those guys. Those arcane nerds, the wizard says dismissively. Alright. If we ever find our way down there, we'll be sure to come back with something of use.
The library is always willing to take donations and even pay for them if they are of sufficient quality. As for that book you are holding, though, you see the ether is a place always in flux, ever changing, ever drawing on things. It is a place that requires constant sacrifice to view, much like those books. They require a constant bleed to be applied to them in order to read them.
A constant bleed is in really focus on it with your mind, or is in literally bleed on it?
As in the pages are written in and soaked in the blood of people who have read them.
Underdark? With any knowledge that Arcturus has, how, like, super suspicious culty crap does that sound like?
Do demons shit in the abyss?
I don't know, do they?
Probably.
Well, I suppose there's infinite demons and infinite levels, so I guess we can assume at least one demon has shat in the abyss.
Yes, it's the kind of spooky, creepy crap that is like demon summoning and other such crap.
How much blood do we have to put on it?
Enough to give it a good soaking. Normally, when I have someone who's acting more rambunctious in the library than I would desire, I invite them to see the books of this room. At which point I string them up and drain their blood to read a book.
Damn.
Our rules in this library are very strict.
Indeed.
But if you wish to read it, that is your business. So long as you don't cause damage to the library, feel free to stay here and peruse at your leisure. The librarians can help you find specific tomes if you need something.
Are there any areas of this library we shouldn't go?
If you happen to stumble across my office, I would suggest knocking politely and waiting to be invited before coming inside.
Alright, so entirely normal rules. Alright. Well, thank you for your time, sir.
Indeed. Enjoy the books. And he turns and starts walking down the hallway softly, almost completely silently.
Beta, Goulash? Anyone feel like reading?
Reading what?
What are we
A
reading
book.
for?
Any book?
Any
Yeah,
book?
Goulash, would you like to read one of these books?
I began reading the book that I picked up earlier
Okay, how are you doing that?
with my eyes.
What I mean is the book is still closed.
I open it.
Okay.
Boom.
So how are you? The book still won't open unless you do the thing.
The one I brought in here won't open. The one about athleticism.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the one that you were holding from this room.
No, I'll put that one back where it was, and I pick up the other one.
Okay.
All right, I'm reading now.
You know what? Yeah, let's go read these books. Is there a nice sitting area around here we can use?
Well, there
It
were
was
those kind of old decrepit lounges that you found in the northwest corner.
You mean the ones with the really nice mahogany chair?
Yes.
Mahogany.
Arcturus is going to scamper off in that direction.
All right, yeah. So you guys walk your way to the upper lounge. 2 marble tables and 6 high-backed mahogany chairs in excellent condition kind of sit in the room.
I'm going to read the Book of Good Thinking.
Okay. So you start to read. And Goulash, you're doing the same?
Yep.
Alright, so give me a second. Alright, so Gilbert, after an hour passes, that is what you determine about your book.
If I'm already proficient, do I gain expertise?
No.
Shoot. Beta, are you proficient in the arcane?
I am not proficient in the arcane.
Would you like to be?
Sure, yes. I would like to be proficient in the arcane. What do I need to do? Read a book?
Yeah, read this book.
Proceed to read the book.
Okay. Well, you would. Are you guys spending another hour reading books?
Sure.
Alright, well, I already know everything in this one. Does somebody else want to read it?
Oh, what? Is this about like getting fit?
You know, that's what I thought, but it's actually about, like, tumbling and doing flips and shit, which I already know how to do.
I would like to read that book as well.
I give him the book.
Wait. You've got the nerd book. Can I have the flippy book?
Okay, I give you the flippy book and I read the nerd book.
Alright, I'll read the flippy book.
Okay. Well, you know that it would take 24 hours over a period of 3 days or less to study the tome and get the effect of it.
Oh.
Going for a cram sesh.
So are you guys going to stay here and read books and just camp out in the lounge?
I mean,
Or are we done seeing everything that's here? Have we not been anywhere yet?
No, we still have a place we have to go, but might as well just get the reading in, right?
Or you can get your reading in. I don't need to do any reading.
You don't want to read another pub crawl book?
No, I think I've absorbed all the information I need to observe on that. I've already got my itinerary ready to go.
Oh, very
He
nice.
says, looking at his list of pubs that are not there anymore.
We don't know that.
No, he doesn't know that.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I know he doesn't know. I meant like we don't know that they're all gone. We could totally go into one of those cities and find like a 10,000-year-old bottle of wine.
The atmosphere is not nearly as good as they said it would be.
It's like a crashed stone room full
Yeah.
of bones.
That book must have been old. This place has really gone to the dogs. I hate what they've done with the decor. All the crushed rock and dead people is really ruining the vibe.
Oh, and what is this? A bar for necromancers? All right, so you guys are sitting there reading. Is that what you're going to do for the rest of the day?
Indeed.
Wait, the rest of the... Oh, alright.
I'm just asking.
High fiddly D. Reading a book is all right with me.
All right.
Alright, I guess I start taking a short rest and then a long rest, depending on what time it is.
Yeah, you think you'd have to wait a couple of hours before you could take another long rest, but yeah, you're able to finish a short rest in there.
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys spend 2 hours before the time for a long rest comes. Do you guys stop reading to take a long rest, or do you keep trying to read through the night?
I'll go for another hour.
I got a question. Since Beta doesn't sleep and she can do light activities in her long rest, can I continue to read?
This kind of reading isn't really a light activity, 'cause it's more like a studying type thing.
I see. I got you.
You could read like fiction and things like that, like light stuff that you don't care about, but this is like, you're actually like studying this book.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay up another hour.
All right. Is anybody else staying up with you?
No, I began taking a long rest. I was not reading in the first place.
Okay, I'm going to guess Beta does not then. Yeah, go ahead and make a con save, Arcturus, against exhaustion. Uh-huh. You see your cohorts going down for their long rest. You stay up another hour.
And then I'll go to sleep.
Okay. Well, you go to sleep. 8 hours pass. You guys wake up. You've completed a successful long rest.
Alright. I eat some breakfast, morning bathroom routine, then I get back to the book.
Okay. So you keep reading your book? Or is there anybody that's going to do anything this day? Or are you guys just basically taking a day of downtime here?
Well, I guess if he just wants to spend a full day reading that book, he can do that. Are you sure you don't want to save this for, like, when we're... Oh, well, I guess you can't take the book with you.
Precisely.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you at least want to finish looking through the rest of this place before you do that, in case you find anything else?
I suppose. I've only actually done 3 hours of reading, right, Under?
Correct. You have only done 3 hours of reading at this point.
Yeah. Let's go check out the rest of the building, and then we'll read.
I don't know how much reading you plan to do, but you might be able to fit it all into one day. Even if you find other things you need to read.
Actually, wait. Under. Just to be clear, if I don't meet the requirement, nothing happens to the book, right? Like I just have to start the timer over.
Right.
All right. Yeah. We'll finish exploring the building then.
So where do you guys go?
Back up to the upper stacks, and then through that other door. Actually, wait. Did he go through that other door?
What do you mean?
Our host.
He went back north out of that room with all of the ether treatises.
All right. I will.
But here's the layout as you guys know it.
Are you guys wondering where the office is?
The office? What office?
His office. Under. I'll head back down to that big silenced room with the two doors on the east wall that we haven't explored.
Alright, yeah, you walk in there. All sound cuts off.
I'll open each door.
Okay. You go to the north one first, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
Alright. You open it, revealing a 5 by 10 same type of cell as the middle one. You know, a desk, a chair. Looks like to be a study room.
Alrighty. I move on to the next.
Alright, you go down to the next. This is also a 5 by 10 study room, but this one, the desk is not empty. There appears to be a scroll on it of some kind.
Oh, of course I check that out.
Okay. So you unfurl the scroll and read it?
Yes.
Okay. So you read it. This appears to be a spell scroll of Bestow Curse. And also I need a wisdom save from you.
There we go. I was about to say, there's no way Under's gonna just give me a spell scroll of Bestow Curse without a curse coming with it. Wisdom?
Indeed. Alright. Yeah, you kind of resist it a bit as you kind of feel it, like a vibration kind of take hold of you, but nothing seems to happen.
Do I see what's up with that scroll? Like, is there some hidden little arcane writing on there that gives it bad juju?
Yeah, now that you mention it, when you're kind of looking at the border, you notice that isn't just a decorative border like you originally thought. It's like fine print, and it looks like someone had inscribed their own curse onto the scroll of Bestow Curse.
Ooh, what were they trying to bestow upon me?
Something about melting bones. You're thinking it tried to melt your skeleton inside your body.
Alright. Am I able to edit that curse from being a curse of bone hurting juice to be a curse of bone strengthening juice?
Make an Arcana check. Looking at it, this doesn't look like a typical curse construction, and given the presence of who was here, you think it might be a hag curse. And messing with those tends to have really bad repercussions on the person doing the meddling.
Uh-huh. How is this curse, bestowed upon a person? By looking at it?
Yeah. It would appear that the hags were not without a sense of irony.
And is this curse still active?
No, you feel that it discharged its bit of magic that was woven into it.
Alright. In that case, I'll take it with me.
Okay.
And I'll check the next room.
That was the last room. There was only 3 rooms.
Oh, I'd like to check the middle room.
Okay. It's
The one where that hag was.
Right, the one the hag was in.
She leave any cool shit behind?
No, she didn't actually. That room is empty.
Alright, well, I'll step out. Yeah, guys, there's nothing there. I just got the scroll. Anywhere else you all want to check out? Guys?
Has there? Oh wait, here. Let me look at this. I think we've. I'm not seeing any places we haven't been. I think we're done. Do you want to spend the rest of the day? Oh wait, no. I see 2 doors we haven't been through.
We just explored them.
The doors to the north and south of that little.
Yeah, that's the quiet room.
Oh, okay. Well, if we've been everywhere, then do you want to just spend the rest of the day reading and then we can get out of here?
Yeah, let's be a bunch of nerds.
You can be a bunch of nerds.
So you guys are going to spend 8 hours reading, or sorry, actually, this would be 8 hours reading these books.
Indeed.
Yeah, he's a big nerd like that.
Okay. So yeah, you guys retreat to the lounge, read your books. Goulash, do you do anything?
I'm trying to think. I'm sure he would find some way to occupy himself. There's a lot of books in here, right?
In this room, no. There are in other rooms, though. This is like a lounge for reading.
There's a room that had books like strewn all over the floor, wasn't there?
Not really. There was the room to the southwest, which had all those books about the Union of 28. There was the Infernal Wing. And then there were the upper and lower stacks, with the lower one having the kind of crappier material, the upper one being nicer.
Hmm.
And then that last room with the blood books.
Alright. Well, in the interest of keeping himself occupied, Goulash will attempt to search through the books on the Union of 28 for information about magical creatures and how to hunt them.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check then.
Sure, and he'll search outside of that if it seems like that would be more promising. I don't know.
Well, go ahead and make your investigation check.
Oh well. I guess it doesn't matter that I made him good at investigation.
Yeah, so you're looking through, and the closest you're able to find is a book about a sport that they played while riding on griffins. And it does go a bit into how they would, breed and train the griffins. But nothing really on like hunting or finding a griffin in the wild.
I think with a 6 in investigation, he's going to get so engrossed by this that he completely forgets about what he set out to do and just spends the rest of the day reading only about that.
All right. Yeah, think of rugby, but played in the air with griffins. As
Griffball.
Yeah, like there were several times in like championship level games where people would try to like shove each other off of griffins and end up just accidentally swapping mounts in midair.
Wait. What?
Well, they would lunge from their mount trying to push the other guy off his mount while the other guy was lunging towards them. And they would end up just like scrambling to grab hold of anything, and they would end up switching mounts. Like one guy would leap to the other guy's mount while the other guy's leaping at him.
Okay.
Well, in his continuing failure to understand that this civilization doesn't exist anymore, he's going to look for nearby venues where he can see Griffball being played.
Yeah, you're looking through it, and it mentions stadiums where this is played in all of these major cities, including Ajaririth, the one that you made your little travel plans for.
Ooh. Alright, that's going on the itinerary. We're adding, like, magic football hooliganism to the pub crawl. Alright, well, that's what Goulash does all day.
Alright, well, the day passes. And it is time for another long rest if you guys are doing that. Is that what you guys
Squeezing in another hour.
are- Okay. Well, go ahead and make a con save. You're real tired. It's exhausting reading this book on tumbling.
I'll go for one more hour.
Okay, another con save. Uh-huh. Still tired, but not any worse.
Alright, so I got 10, 11, 12, 13 hours in so far.
Uh-huh.
And this is the end of the second day?
Yes. So you guys just sleep in the lounge again?
One more hour.
Okay. Make another con save. Mm-hmm.
So that's 2 extra hours I got?
3 extra hours total. Like, you read for 8 and then +1, +1, +1. You've made
I'll
3
go to
exhaustion
sleep.
checks. Okay. You go to sleep too. Morning comes. Beta and Goulash wake up, having completed a long rest. Arcturus is still asleep. What do you guys do?
I will wake Arcturus.
No way. Stayed up while I'm sleeping.
It's time to move, my friend.
Go ahead. I'm going to sleep.
Beta is going to produce flame at his feet.
Okay.
Wakey, wakey. For a wakey, wakey.
Arcturus, are you doing anything about it?
Arcturus is going to look down the length of his sleeping bag. Glare. You sure you want to do that, Beta? As I pull out my bag of ball bearings.
It's time to go.
I need my long rest. You interrupt it, I'll kick your ass. I need my 3 hours. Is Arcturus able to get his 3 hours?
Well, do Goulash and Beta do anything to stop him from doing that?
Beta wants to know why he's not awake. Beta never sleeps. The wizard is lazy. Get up.
In that case, you'd know that Arcturus was up for 3 hours studying.
That sounds like quitter talk. Get up. We have shit to do.
Arcturus begins casting animate objects.
Beta lets him sleep.
Arcturus just goes, ooga booga, starts pulling out the ball bearings. Alright, Arcturus will go back to sleep for 3 hours.
Beta will go back to her book.
Okay. Well, 3 hours pass uneventfully. And then, Arcturus, you wake up having completed a long rest.
Back to that, book read and grind set.
So you guys are staying here another day?
Yep.
All right. The day passes. You guys get in another 8 hours in your book.
Oh yeah, it puts me at 19.
Are you guys
5 more to go.
Are you guys taking a long rest here, or?
You're done with your reading, right?
Nope, I still have 5 hours to go.
Alright, then I guess we can spend another day here. We're not really in a hurry to do anything. I'll go up to the window and make sure the boat is still there.
Okay. Yeah, you go to the entryway and look out. Your boat is still there, tied to the tree you left it in, bobbing gently in the swamp.
There's grung all over it, or bullywugs or something.
No,
Turns out time flows differently in here than outside. There's a whole bullywug civilization of pirates out there
it's
now.
just full of Sahugans.
Oh shit, they found out! Alright, yeah, so I guess we stay another day and read.
Okay. So you guys sit there and read for another day. The day passes uneventfully, and I believe that you and Beta have completed your reading at this.
So it's what, proficiency in acrobatics?
Right. So Arcturus, you gain proficiency in acrobatics, and Beta, you gain proficiency in Arcana.
Okay.
Sweet.
You also notice that at the end of the 24th hour, that magic that had been subtly charging the words of the book disappears. The books do not seem to be magical any longer.
Looks like it's only single use.
It might be a text that recharges over a period of time. I'll take these back to the zombie librarians.
Yeah, you might have to put another child soul into it for it to work again.
I'm sure that's not how it works.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably a puppy soul.
So these books, fueled by orphans, goes on the shelf.
When we say fueled by orphans, it really reduces, how important the orphans were to that process. Let's not reduce their sacrifice. Brought to you by the.
I'll be back.
How does that go on PBS? Brought to you by the kind and generous. What is it?
And viewers like you.
Yeah, and viewers like you, yeah. This magical book brought to you by orphans like you.
By the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and viewers like you. Thank you.
There we go. Alrighty. Um. Anything else you guys want to scope out around here?
I think the only thing I want to be scoping is the horizon through my telescope on my ship.
Alrighty. Well, I'd love to stay here and continue to read. That would be counterproductive to our job as adventurers.
Yeah, this is bordering on, okay, you're not an adventurer anymore.
Look, Underdark put a fucking library in front of me, man. What do you expect?
Hey, I mean, that's a lot of work. Making books in D&D is hard.
Oh my god, it really is.
Alright, but I think at this point, we can safely get out of here and set sail.
Indeed. I will take all the books that I have read and borrowed
Uh-huh.
and return them to the shelf where I found them.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I'll put back that,
Oh, wait, shit!
what?
We have to stay a little bit longer.
For what?
I haven't read the book on theories on inverting the positive and negative energy planes.
I thought you did read that.
No, I picked it out to read.
Oh, well, how long is that going to take you?
I'm gonna flip through the book really quick. How thick is it under?
It's like some dummy, thick, dense academic treatise on the negative energy plane, the positive energy plane, and what might happen if you were to invert them.
Can't you, like, come back and do this when we have the rest of the pieces? Because I thought the rest of the pieces were not here. They were at that Athenaeum place.
Wait, what? Are they?
Isn't that what we found out? I thought that's... Or am I inventing that?
I
mean,
thought
if-
he just wanted us to go get, like, if we happen to go there and we find cool stuff.
Yeah, I know, but well, maybe it's not there, but I know all of the books that we need to read to be able to do that are not here.
What, time travel?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can already time travel, but to do whatever you're talking about.
Right. I mean, we could. I'd kind of want to read this at least a little bit, just to get maybe a working idea of what we're dealing with.
Fair enough. Is that going to take you, what, another day?
Yeah, like a day or two.
Alright, I guess we spend a day or two.
Alright, it takes a day. You read through the book. Please make an Arcana check. This will actually be a skill contest, so 3 Arcana checks. Alright, yep, so the day passes. And from this book, you get, you kind of get like the basis of the theoretical knowledge, both of the positive and negative energy planes are really places you don't want to go. They are not amenable to life. You'll basically either be absorbed into nothingness in the negative energy plane or explode if you go to the positive energy plane, and very, very quickly at that. They're places of extremes. As I said before, magic flows between the two planes, from the positive to the negative. And this is what allows magic to be manipulated and cast inside the material plane, which exists within this flow. It was theorized that through some cataclysmic cosmic event, you could reposition planes, and in theory, therefore, invert the positions of the positive and negative energy planes. However, this would cause a problem in that while they are switching, there would be a crossover point, a point where positive and negative are equal, and there is no flow of magic. And for that instant, there would be no magic possible in the multiverse. The author theorized that should this occur, this might very well kill anything that lives on magic. And it could probably also cause catastrophic results to magic items that rely on the flow existing.
Wait. Kill anything that relies on magic.
Entirely relies on magic. Like if a human can use magic, but they're not entirely subsistent on it. But certain types of creatures exist entirely as entities of magic, and if you were to instantly make no magic, they might very well disappear and not come back when the flow resumes.
What are the gods?
You mean what? What do you mean? What are the gods? They're gods.
Well, this would have affected everything across the multiverse.
Yes.
Hell and High Water
Yes.
are part of a multiverse.
Yes. The gods exist outside of that. They created the multiverse. They are not part of it.
Okay.
They influence it, but they don't walk around in it.
Okay. All right. For a second there, I had a bit of an existential concern about.
Nuking
Yeah.
all the gods.
Yeah. Turns out the gods don't exist. Everyone's worshiping like echoes of power.
Yeah. Now, you know the gods
Wait.
still exist because otherwise people like clerics wouldn't get powers. Like, their power comes from somewhere. It comes from the gods.
And then the denizens of Hell and High Water, those afterlives. What's the nature of a soul? Are they magical?
The book didn't cover that. And that isn't really any knowledge you would possess.
Hey guys. I might need another day, and Arcturus is going to start scouring the library for, like the. I guess this would be. What section did I get this book from?
This book came from. I believe this book came from the Realms collection. Or not the Realms, the Union collection.
All right. I'm going to run over to the index and start looking for any kind of information.
You run into
On
the room
the-
with the index, and you realize the index is currently scattered as torn pieces of parchment all across the office. A certain thunderous chromatic orbs has seen to that.
Arcturus is going to rub the bridge of his nose and start collecting.
Just hang your head and go, oh!
So how long are you spending trying to rebuild these indices?
Yes. I blew them up. I should try to fix them.
You can tell that this is obviously going to take many, many days. You're talking months of work to reconstruct these.
If I was to read a book on medicine, would I
Right.
gain expertise in medicine?
No.
Because I'm already proficient? Oh, damn.
So a single target chromatic orb blew up a
shelf.
What, like a bookshelf?
Yeah, it blew up a bookshelf which contained these tomes of an index. Think like think like 5 sets of encyclopedias. And you
Oh
blew them to
Jesus!
pieces.
Was that the entire index?
Yes.
They
Oh
don't have a
God!
copy in the
Damn,
cloud.
What did you do? You blew up a whole shelf?
Right.
Yeah, remember when you guys were fighting that ghost? He missed really badly the chromatic orb, and he hit a shelf of books in that office.
Oh, it was a lot, huh?
Well, it was the bookshelf that held the indices for the whole library, which
Yep.
currently exists as torn scraps of parchment on the ground.
I am really, really wishing I took like scholar librarian background or something. God, if only I had a degree in the library sciences. I mean, are all the books, like, I should say, are all the pages intact, though? They're just scattered?
No, they're scraps. You exploded the indice. I'm not sure how else I can put that.
I thought that they just got blown apart and just the full pages are everywhere.
Some of the pages are full, but a lot of them are not.
Let it never be said that I didn't make my own life harder. All right.
Yeah, it occurs to you that generally speaking, in these types of libraries, it would be a full-time job maintaining that index.
And and I banished the head librarian into a demi-plane and then collapsed it on her. Fuck. All right. God damn it. I'd like to just hang my head in shame and walk up to the upper collection.
Okay.
I'd like to find that book I pulled out, book 59.
The blood books?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you pull it out.
Hey, Goulash, could I borrow your, a bit of your blood?
My blood? Can't you use yours?
No. I don't want to get... Wait, actually... Honestly, given my constitution, I'm afraid I'll pass out if I try that. Could you lend me some of yours?
Very well. How much would you like?
Enough to read the book?
How much do you need for that?
I don't know, just like cut your not your wrist.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
Well, that
Like
got dark.
your palm or something.
I mean, it's the quickest
Chop
way.
your hand off and let
Goulash.
it bleed into my mouth.
Goulash, I need you to kill yourself for my academic advancement.
Guess I'll die.
Hey, I need to get access to a text for my doctoral thesis. Could you kill yourself so I can complete that?
You know, that does sound a lot easier.
Yeah. Wizard College, where instead of dying to complete your own arcane thesis, you kill somebody else to complete it.
I heard you can get grants by doing that.
All right, but yeah, I'll have Goulash bleed on the book, and I guess read some of it.
I bleed however much is necessary.
Okay, so you start bleeding on the book.
I can just bleed on command.
I assume you just got a knife or something.
Yeah, I'll just bite myself.
All
Oh,
right.
I thought he meant he was like one of those lizards that can squirt blood out of their eyes.
No, but that would be
All
cool.
right. So you shed some blood on it, taking 5 points of damage before the book loosens and allows you to open it.
I begin reading. What is this book about?
This book seems to contain the rantings of lunatics. And it describes these various beasts within the
Off this
ether.
shit!
So think of things like astral dreadnoughts and other eldritch abominations that just kind of float and exist in the flow, in the ether.
Are those beings entirely magical because they come from the ether?
Yeah, they might be. The book doesn't say for sure one way or the other. And as the blood kind of dries up, you kind of feel the book beginning to like force itself closed. And so, Goulash, you just keep bleeding on the book.
For as long as he needs, until
Okay.
it
How many
poses
hit
a
points
risk
do you
to
have?
my health. I have, in total, at this level, 145.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you'll basically have to. So to read the whole book, Arcturus, you would need to have him bleed probably a total of 40 hit points worth of blood onto the book over the course of the day.
Oh, I can do that.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. So yeah,
But Beta drips hydraulic fluid, so
unfortunately, that does not open the books. It must be blood. Magic is weird and specific like that. So yeah, you spend the day, another day, flipping through this book. Goulash bleeding all over it. The blood never seems to actually like reach the pages; just sort of gets like sucked up and absorbed into the book itself. So it's perfectly legible. And at the end of the day, Arcturus, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw versus madness. I see. Please roll a D100.
I love these. What do I see beyond the scheme of reality?
I sent you some information.
The funny thing about that is I think that's actually mechanically true. At least in part.
Well, then it will be easy for you to roleplay.
I mean, like, in terms of the 3 people of the party currently and the stats, I think that might actually be. Hey, Beta, what's your wisdom stat?
Beta is not very wise. Not wise at all.
All right.
So, yes. So
I'll
Beta
keep
is
this bad.
lacking in the wisdom department. She's also lacking in the intelligence department, which is weird because she's a healer.
Arcturus, the smartest, wisest, strongest, fastest, most beautiful.
No. Beta beat you on the last ones.
Yeah.
But the rest of them you're probably better than Beta.
Yeah, Arcturus, the most beautiful, with his like, what is it, Dunkleosteus scissor teeth. Actually, do any of these books have titles on them?
No, they're all untitled. Which is strange.
One says Call of Cthulhu.
I'll select another text. The one that Goulash selected the first time.
Okay.
Goulash, if you'd be so kind.
Alright, more blood coming up.
Yep. So you guys, well, you would have to spend the night. Like that took a whole day to read.
Knowledge is power.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you what the other part of that is.
Other part of that?
Yes. So it's not just the madness setting crude. As a result of reading this text, you are now familiar with the Desians of the Ether, and as such, you have advantage on all attacks and saving throws versus them.
Ooh, that's a good thing.
Sorry, attacks and ability checks versus them. Saving throws are normal.
Sweet. Okie dokie then. I guess I'll read this next book.
Okay, so Goulash, you bleed another 40 hit points over the course of a day. Arturus reads it and needs to make another wisdom save.
What's this one about?
More of the same. And another
I
D100.
think Beta needs to be.
I'm
doing
taking long
reading
rests
books.
in between these, right?
Correct. These were on 2 separate days.
I think Beta needs to be reading books. Shit.
Well, he's reading and I'm bleeding, so what are you doing?
She's needing something to do?
I think I should be reading some books, but I don't know what to read. I mean, I got all this downtime while Gilbert's reading. I could be reading a book too. Oh yeah, I know. Let me read that book on the acrobatics that he had. I could read that while he's reading all them other
You
books.
can read it, but I don't think it's magic anymore.
Oh, is it not? Is there any
Okay.
other magic books in here besides the blood books that he's reading?
Not that you have found.
Okay, there we go, Under.
Huh?
The new madness you gave me, I adjusted my name.
Is there a reason it's spelt wrong?
Because I don't know how to spell goulash.
Well, I'll give you a hint. If you look at your
I
screen,
know.
and unfortunately, because you're a Discord mod now, I can't change your nickname anymore.
Alright. Well, does anybody else here still want to find out that bit about souls, or shall we just move on and not touch that existential can of worms?
Yeah, let's not go touching existential cans of worms. Also, why are you me now?
I've always been goulash.
Okay, then who am I?
You're goulash.
Well, we can't both be goulash.
We'll see. See, I'm the smartest, wisest, best goulash. You're like second goulash. I'm the brain goulash, and you're the body goulash.
I'm goulash the body Ventura, and you're goulash the mind Ventura. And that makes Beta goulash the spirit Ventura.
I mean, as low as Beta's intelligence and wisdom are, that would make sense.
Wait. Yeah, if we combined our 3 characters into a single goulash, we would have a true god of a character. Strong, intelligent, and charismatic. Do we want to keep poking around here, or should we get moving?
I think we should get moving.
Yeah, I say we should
All
do
right.
it.
But yeah, guys, I'm a little concerned from that text I read that maybe all the souls died.
What do you mean all the souls died?
Well, but when all the cities came crashing down, magic disappeared for a second, and if souls are arcane in nature or heavily arcane, they might have winked out of existence. Are demons entirely arcane under?
Unknown.
Are they magical?
You don't know.
Gentlemen, I think we may have stumbled across some truly cosmic horror level bullshit. We should probably move out before any of us go insane.
Yeah, alright, let's go.
I think it's funny that you guys think that's still an option.
Look, Under, would it really be
Oh,
a campaign that I
no.
played in if I didn't go mad from poking too, deep into the notes?
I suppose not. All right, so you guys, walk out of this library. The sun is low as it rises in the east. A steamy fog kind of has set in around the swamp.
Well, wait, it's nighttime?
No, it's morning. You guys,
Oh, it's morning.
yeah, you guys spent the night. You took a long rest. You're all set.
Oh, damn, I didn't think to look for any books on seafaring. We'll just have to wing it again.
Indeed. Let's go goulash and goulash.
I'm pretty sure you're Arcturus, but whatever.
Yes, I'm Arcturus, but I'm also goulash now.
Are you sure you're Arcturus? I remember there being an Arcturus and a goulash, but not one of each. Are you sure I'm not Arcturus?
I think it's we are Arcturus goulash Septimus. Ventura.
Alright, well, I think we get on the boat and we start going towards Lushingworth.
All right, you get on the boat and start piloting it, out onto the coast and start heading northwest towards the city of Lushingworth.
Yeah.
It's still a couple of days away, as you know. It's the couple hours after you guys are leaving the swamp. You guys hear a thump come from below.
Oh.
Yeah, and this tiny frog-like humanoid, group of them. There's three, a yellow, a green, and a red one. Kind of poke their heads up, and they're like, "Oh, we're moving." Hey guys, where are we going?
Lushingworth, what are you doing on our ship?
Yeah, this is what they look like. Your ship.
Yes.
Your ship. This is our ship.
I feel like we're about to get our asses kicked by a mini boss squad.
I remember the last time I lost my character to a frog. As long as these guys don't have the ability to suck my soul out of my body, I think I'm okay.
The yellow and the green one kind of look at the red one. No, none of us can do that.
Oh, okay.
So where are we going?
Well, we're going to Lushingworth. Also, what do you mean? It's a city.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I've never been to a city before. Our city's cool.
Yeah, they're cool. So what do you
they're
mean?
great.
What do you mean by your ship, though? This is very clearly our ship.
No, we were on it first. We claimed it by rights of salvage. It was an abandoned boat.
Oh, it wasn't abandoned. We were in the library.
What's a library?
There's a library next to where that boat was. We were in there the whole time. It was just parked outside.
So you abandoned it for a bunch of time and then tried to reclaim it.
Nope, we were within sight of it. I could see it.
No. Please,
Sounds to
good
me like
sir.
you abandoned it.
Alright, well, I mean, if
I'm
I
gonna try
came
to
into your
persuade
house...
them.
If I came into your house and stole all of your, whatever you store in your house, and said that you abandoned it, how would that make you feel?
No, I would just kill you and be done with it.
Okay, well, you can see how generous I'm being then.
Sorry.
I don't understand. This is our boat. We're being generous by not killing you.
Oh, well, I guess I can understand your perspective.
All right.
Was that
though
a
it is
height
wrong.
crack? Did I seriously just hear you say a height crack against us?
I don't know what you think I said.
No, we're not drug dealers. We don't sell crack.
Now they just look confused.
Beta
Arcturus
is
is gonna
going
look
to
back at
try
them
to
just as
persuade them to calm down. Beta is going to try to let them see reason.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, we're calm. I mean, as calm as we can be when pirates are trying to steal our ship.
Now you know that this is our ship.
Wait,
you
wait,
know
wait.
this.
We know no such things.
Hold on a second. You're claiming we're pirates?
Well, what do you call someone who boards a ship and steals it?
Adventurers, actually. I don't know. I'd say you guys got more of the pirate vibe going on. You know, he's got
You
that
know what? I
nifty
believe
bone
he's a
hat.
pirate.
You got that
I
cool
believe
bow.
it's
Your buddies
a
there
pirate.
got the whip. I don't know. That feels like a pirate to me.
So you're saying we're both
I
pirates?
say
That's okay.
I
Pirates
say-
are cool.
the pirate.
Pirates are cool. We should make a crew.
Absolutely. I vote myself as captain.
All right. Wait, which one voted for themselves as captain?
The red one.
All right. And you there, the green one. Who do you vote for?
Well, I think he points to the red one. I think he should be captain.
All right. And you there? I point to the green one.
He also points at the red one.
All right. And I'm going to point over at Beta. Beta, who do you think should be captain?
I point at Gilbert.
You point at Gilbert?
Apparently, there is a tall, menacing suit of armor on the bow of the ship.
He points into a direction you cannot look,
I
and his arm
point
disappears.
at Arcturus. I point at Arcturus.
All right. Goulash, who do you vote for?
I also vote for Arcturus.
All right. Guy, who do you vote for?
Be very careful.
Guy, come on. You got to focus up here, man. Who you voting for captain?
Guy. If you pointed at Arcturus, we fight some frogs.
No, there will be no fighting during this diplomatic, democratic vote. Guy?
Yeah.
Hey,
buddy.
guys, help me poke Guy. He's asleep. Just kind of nudge him with your foot.
Hey, buddy. Hey, guy.
I'm not your friend, guy.
I'm not your buddy.
I'm gonna laugh if AGR is just AFK and he comes back and we're all just poking. Oh, AGR, I see you keying up a bit, but I'm not hearing anything from you.
Yes, you are not
All right,
making
all right,
any
all right.
noise.
Well, hold on for a second. Well, Guy wakes up. I guess he's just asleep. All right. So I of course, am going to vote for myself.
So it looks like a draw then.
Indeed.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
I don't know. You got some dice?
Let me look around. I'm going to go ruffling through my bag. Nah, I don't have any dice.
Not dice. That's no way to settle this. We should wrestle for it.
So then I started blasting.
Seriously?
No.
Oh.
I'm thinking about it. I'm seriously debating.
Ah, I know. We can make this a game of skill.
No, let's make it a game of strength.
Whoever's the cleverest among us gets to be captain. How does that sound, you guys?
Lord.
How about we just
This
flip?
is gonna be bad.
What are we going to flip?
I don't know.
Wait.
You got a coin?
I mean, we can flip one of y'all, but I mean, I don't think y'all would appreciate
We
it.
do have a coin.
Actually, I do have a coin. This is the coin of, and under, as I produce the coin, I'd like to try to lace animate objects as subtly as
Everything
I
is
can
better.
while I draw this coin.
Oh, hey, now we can hear AGR.
All right, Guy, who do you vote for?
Hey, guy.
Honestly, as much of a pain in the ass as that was, I vote for the red one.
Bastard.
Woohoo! How's it going? I'm captain now.
Yeah.
No,
Come
you
on.
can't be captain. The vote was already canceled because he didn't vote in time.
The points are
Ballot
to our
boxes were closed.
I name you my first mate.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm on board.
Well, we're all on board.
Right, so we're going to Lushingworth then, right?
Yes.
Indeed, off to Lushingworth.
Yeah. Yeah, so he like takes like this like stance at like this tiny little frog guy's like trying to pull like this like stance at the top of the ship, like the front of the ship. And except he's real small, so he can't do it well.
So, do any of you know how to sail?
And he looks back. He's like, "Holy shit! You guys can't sail worth beans." Well, it's good. It's a good thing my guys can sail.
Insight check.
Sure. Go ahead. Make an insight check. He's a frog man, and he's claiming they can sail.
Are these small creatures or are these tiny creatures?
They can
They're
swim.
borderline small, tiny.
Okay, so they're small, but they're almost tiny?
They are considered small, but they could also be on just the larger size of tiny.
Okay.
So they're like up to our knee.
Yeah.
Arcturus has had a really good couple of days in the library. Arcturus is more than happy to let this play itself out.
Okay.
Alright, care to show us the ropes?
Yeah. This right here. This is the mast rope. This right here. I don't know what this is used for. We usually use it for stringing people up when they try to kill someone. This one's used for steering. There. I've shown you the
rope?
ropes.
See,
But
I
then
thought
they
that...
actually get to the business of sailing. And it turns out they are actually proficient in sailing.
Really?
Yes, really.
This might have been the most fortuitous random encounter with some tiny little fucks we've ever had.
And yeah, they keep the boat on a nice even keel. Just guys kind of skirting along the coast. Sorry, just got a text. Hang on.
Oh, good.
It's important work.
AGR, you've come in at quite a time.
Okay.
We were at a library. It was great. Some of us went insane, as is our MO. And then we got our boat back, only to find that these guys claimed our boat, and then because we're all a bunch of idiots.
I see we're still not correct. That's good. You guys are learning.
Is there a chair on here?
No, there isn't.
Shit.
I'm okay with this as long as I get to wear a sash that makes me feel important.
Arcturus.
I was
Chairs
about
are
to
for
say.
idlers.
I was about to say. I'd like to do the Riker sit down on that chair.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
You
Oh,
would
wait.
conjure a chair, just sit in it.
Yeah, I got fabricate.
Well, I mean, Beta will do the data thing and just stand there.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. I do have enough. All right. So the metal container that I have, and the leather backpack, I'm proficient in both of those tools. I'd like to use those to make a wharf sash for Goulash.
Yeah, if you cast Fabricate, you can absolutely do that.
All right. So we got Jean-Luc de Grung. We've got Arcturus's Riker, Goulash's Worf, Beta. We got his Data,
Data makes sense.
and Guy. Who is Guy?
I
Guy
mean,
can
if
be
you take-
Geordie.
There you go. Well, I do have blind sight.
There you
Hey, you're Geordie now.
Yay!
And featuring Underdark as Q.
All right. Well, the days at sea are uneventful and boring. Though the Grung do tell you stories of flying ships through the ether, large cubes that they fought, and a rather peculiar man who kept trying to say that all resistance was futile, when obviously it kept working because they kept defeating him. But about halfway through that second day, you come around the bend and you see the port of Lushingworth ahead of you. You can tell it's the port of Lushingworth because it's the largest port you've seen so far, and it's a city, not just some little town or fishing village like you've been passing.
Captain, the city of Leshingworth is now within range.
Excellent. Load the artillery. Prepare for offensive operations.
No, we came here to sightsee.
Hey, Captain!
Arcturus
Wait,
is
we're
going
at
to
peace
take
with these guys?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
you said
did
you
you
didn't know
Beta
what a city
pushing
was. Don't you want to see
cannons
it
around?
first?
Huh.
I mean, it might be easier to see it if you knock some of those walls down.
Hey, don't give him ideas.
I also see a distinct lack of armament on this ship, so I suppose peaceful operations it is.
Shall we run the Jolly Roger, Captain?
That seems like a
Fuck
bad
no.
idea.
You,
If we have no
you
armaments.
guys aren't actually flying any flag at the moment.
Shall we hoist the
Exactly.
colors?
They'll never expect that we come diplomatically without any colors.
Hoist the colors!
Well, Captain, shall we go boldly to this new city?
We shall.
Make it so.
Yeah, he says, make it so, and then he just kind of sits there in the forecastle, and everything just continues as it was because you guys are already heading that direction.
Beautiful.
All right, but yeah, you pull into the port there. The Grung expertly guiding the ship into dock. One of them holds up the rope to Goulash and like, "You're big. You should probably be the one to jump over there and tie us off." There used to be
The
four of
white
us
sword.
the first time we tried this.
What happened to the fourth guy?
Let's just say you don't want to get between the ship and the dock.
Hmm.
Oh, I've seen that happen to people. Alright, yeah, he jumps over it, ties us off.
For someone with your athleticism, it's a piece of cake. You hop over there, tie the rope. The ship is now docked. the Grung all get all their stuff together and start walking off the ship. Like, well, it was really great. We're gonna go explore the city. See ya. And they start walking off down the dock.
Yep, we'll just send an away team over this way.
The harbor master, you can see this man who's dressed in rather fine clothes starts walking down the dock towards you. Gives an odd look at the Grung as they walk by, but just kind of shakes his head like, those damn kids type shake. Walks up to you. All right. Well, welcome to Lushingworth. I'm the harbor master. What's your business here?
What is our business here?
Just sailing into town. Travelers. That's about it.
Jan Plunder.
Got any goods to declare?
I'm gonna look at the empty boat.
We have a boat.
Not unless open space on a boat is considered a good.
I actually don't know. He pulls out this scroll and starts looking through it. He's like, give me a moment, I'll check. Nah, I don't see it on here, so I guess you don't have to bother declaring it.
All right, then.
So who's paying the harbor fees?
I'll handle that.
Okay.
What's the harbor fee under?
Well, I should ask him.
Of course.
Yeah. And he's like, well, it's 1 gold to tie up. I see you've already done that. 5 silver a day for the berthing.
All right, Arcturus will pull out a gold,
Someone pregnant?
and then under it. Is it typical to pay for a couple of days in advance?
If you know that you're going to be staying at least that long, it's not unusual. They just keep a ledger of what you paid and how long you've been there.
All right. Arcturus will hand over gold, and then let's see, it's 5 silver a day, so 2, 4. He'll hand over 3 extra gold, so it covers for just about a week.
Okay. Yeah, he nods and sets it aside. You can see him pull out a different scroll and make some notations. And who's the master of the ship?
That would be the captain who just went past you.
Yes, but what's his name? I
oh.
need to put a name down for it.
Grog.
If we're being...
I don't
Arcturus
think I
going to
don't
lean
think I
forward
asked him.
conspiratorially. If I'm being completely honest, with the Grung, it was never fully determined who's the captain. I'll take responsibility for it.
Okay, and you are?
Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc de Goulash.
Grung Luke Picard.
Yeah, we'll go with Grung Luke Picard.
So the
For the
entire
name of
party
the,
just sits there spouting joke names while this guy's waiting. Is that what we're doing?
Underdark, I'll use the cover name.
That's highly
Grung Luke
illogical.
Picard.
What name do you use?
Grung Luke Picard.
Okay, Grung Luke Picard it is. And what's the name of the ship?
The Enterprise.
Very good.
Oh, come on, we can come up with something funnier than that.
Well, enjoy your stay here in Lushingworth. We usually keep a chain across the river to prevent accidental traffic up and down it, but if you need access, just signal us the harbor yard.
Accidental traffic?
Yes, there's a fee.
Ah.
And I'm being polite about people who try to, shall we say, slip by without paying.
Ah.
You mean smugglers?
Ne'er-do-wells.
Toll skippers.
Indeed, but usually the chain stops them pretty right quick with that.
Any sights we should take in while we're here?
Well, I mean, we have a pretty good market here, given the coastal location and the Warden's Path and all. So, feel free to. I would say check out the market if you're not used to seeing large areas.
How does this scale with the Ravam Remnant capital?
It's a good bit smaller. This is a small town. You would estimate based on the size as you were approaching that it's a little bit less than 5,000 people.
Oh dang, that is a good bit smaller. Arcturus will nod. All right then. Thank you for your time, Harbor Master.
Of course. And if you should need to leave before, let us know. It won't be a problem. And he starts trundling off down the docks.
Love a good trundle.
All right. So you guys are sitting there dockside. Your ship tied up. Fees paid. You hear seagulls above you. Clear blue sky.
Is this a floating dock or is it actually like stationary?
This section is actually a floating dock.
Neat.
Part of the reason that they're able to be a trade city with this small people is the fact that they have kind of like a deep harbor here, so they were able just to float some docks. Now you can actually see a couple piers over a rather long ship laid low with a bunch of barrels on it that they're currently in the process of unloading.
So, I have missed some stuff. I have no idea why we're here at all.
We're just traveling.
I'm in the library.
Yeah,
We're kind of just hooking it.
We took a vacation in the library where we may have made some rather existentially terrifying discoveries. Also, we now know things about the universe and one half of the formula for time travel.
Oh, cool. Why?
Because we spent our vacation at the library.
I need to go watch last week.
You didn't really miss much, to be honest.
Yeah, all the actual crazy shit happened
Anyway.
earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The time travel stuff happened last week, kind of, but all
Yeah,
the
but
crazy shit happened.
nothing actually happened. All we found was a bunch of books with info in them.
And we killed some hags, and I made my life harder at every opportunity.
Neat.
And then
as
we got
is
here
my
and-
MO.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah. And as you guys are kind of standing on the street there, you can see that dockside there's several taverns and pubs, but only one like actual inn with rooms above it that people would rent out. The Loud Skies Inn.
In an area as far flung as this, how would I go about trying to locate a member of the Society of the Sacred Ribbon?
Spiritual ribbon.
Spiritual, sorry.
You would basically go to the town church and kind of leave it in a dead drop with a symbol nearby to indicate that the dead drop is there.
In that case, Grungluk Picard will go and do that.
Okay. So you start walking off down the street towards the church. Town is bustling. Sailors, merchants, as well as farming peasants and children are kind of running all over the place. So you get to the church.
Oh, look, little people.
Alright, well, it's late. I should go. I'll see you all.
All right, have a good night.
All
Have a good night, Pete. And then there were 3, as always.
All right, yeah. So you get to the church. You're leaving a dead drop there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Anything I should know about what you're putting in there?
Mostly. Actually, given the situation that occurred with that fishing village and the library, I assume the fishing village incident is definitely of interest to the society. How much is the library of interest to the society, given its, stated goals and purpose?
It really wouldn't be like it's a neat little place to know about, maybe worth mentioning, but in terms, it isn't something they would be like questing over.
All right. In that case, Grunglook Picard will include info about the fishing village incident. Both of them. The part with the undead and then the part with the fucking demons.
Yes, we saved
And
everything.
especially that the knights of this kingdom were sent operating under our colors publicly.
Okay.
And then, kind of slip in the mention of the library.
Alrighty. And is that all you do?
I guess I'll also include a little bit of what he picked up about Frippydinth.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Alright, yeah. So you leave your dead drop there. And I think that is where we will call it for the evening, as you guys find yourself in the town.
Alrighty.
Now, I should mention that this is a trading town. There is a full market here. So if you guys want to trade anything or buy anything, such as like the PHP equipment, feel free.
Neat.
Alrighty.